Ooh, just had a power nap. It's Thursday afternoon, 1:30. Feeling good today. Weather is unreal. Mountain bike ride yesterday was fun. Gonna get some more time on the bike. What else is going on in my world? Reading Power of Now. Just read a little bit then. Reading's low priority to me for some reason. There's always other things more important on the list, but trying to acknowledge its importance and how it benefits me. So taking action to try and consciously read more, disconnect from my phone, disconnect from technology. For me, my biggest growth is being present, constantly in thought, not identifying as my thought as me. Trying to not live in a state of fear. I see these patterns arise with myself where I think my self-worth and my identity is wrapped around the way I perceive myself and show up in the world, and how social media, the noise with that, branding, and just trying to disconnect from it, to be honest. Like putting more energy into my YouTube still technology time, but just being more centered with it. And something I read in The Power of Now is around time. And that time is just an illusion that takes away from the now, and it's the constantly having to be somewhere and do. And the watch is just this thing where it's like adds stress to the part of you that's like, I only have so much time in my day. Whereas it's like if you got up and just didn't have a watch and did things, it's like, where do I need to be in this present moment? It's nowhere. I think something that I've acknowledged is just like social media and its influence on me, and how constantly updating stories and taking photos and videos of all parts of my day, it's like trying to project an image of myself to the world, and then how doing so it takes away from the now and the present. It's like this morning is like a beautiful sunrise, and there's this part of me that wants to take photos, and even I think I did, like I got my drone out and took some video, and it's like that's just a distraction from the now. It's instead of just sitting with the present, like not having to do anything and just being fully immersed in this moment. A lot of my thoughts and just checking time. A lot of my thought processes and decisions are based around fear, and I see that arising again with money. How the fear of running out of money, how that drives decisions to try and make more money. What's the easiest, simple way that I can make money? Does that really light my soul up or not? Even with the e-commerce, is like something that's come into my radar as well, and how does that, is that something that really lights my soul up that I love, or is it just another way of fulfilling the guilt that I feel with money, and how money has come into my life, and it's something that I've inherited, and with that comes the guilt of spending it, and it's like it's not mine, but really I'm really taking conscious action to try and disconnect from that thought and those behaviours and patterns, and know that it's mine, and that it's something that has been gifted to me, and I can do whatever I want with it. And although I haven't made the best money decisions, they're not the worst either. Like, I still have great assets and cash, and I'm able to live this beautiful life that is a function of my father and my grandparents and great-great-parents working hard to provide me with a lifestyle that serves me, and I can do whatever I want, and just being content with myself. And the pressure that I feel within my world is pressure that I put on myself. I have no one to account for, and it's pressure that's constantly put upon me by me, no one else. And just being alive to that, and knowing that it's okay to do nothing as well. I don't have to do. Me being is like something that's so unique, I feel, and how many people can be present with just being. We live in a society where it's constantly doing and striving, and I think I'd really just see myself as like a unique person, and I'm just different to others, and the way I function and see the world. And I feel what will differentiate me from the rest of the world is my unique ability to be myself and be creative and do me. And I think it's trying to live in a higher state of consciousness is something that will maybe not seem like it, but will benefit me in the long run. And just trying to live in a place that doesn't have the stresses and the worry of the modern world. And I feel if I can work on that and just be so present with myself and nature, and just detach from time and having to be, and just exist as is, and be content with that, and just be content with self. And it's the greatest thing I can do, is just being me, being fully at peace with that. I think it's that inner peace that's something that is very difficult to obtain. I've just sorted a lot of stuff out in my house. I'm getting rid of more and more, and the less I have, the more content I feel. Less is more. Buying things is so easy. Getting rid of them takes at least twice as much energy. And it's the stuff around, and it's a good acknowledgement of like how I'm attached to items in a way. It's funny how like I feel like I'm reinventing myself in a way. I honestly want less. I like to have nice things, but I don't need a lot. Like, I look around now at the things and belongings that I have, and although I live quite a minimalistic life, it's like, what function do these things serve in my world? And just feeling so content with just not a lot. It's like, what do I need to survive? I really only want it's like, what is missing from this moment? What do I need in order to be fulfilled? And it's like, there's always some sort of stimulus or something, and or belonging, and just acknowledging that and being real with it. And it's like, oh, I feel drawn to the material world and objects and possessions and things, and it's like, how can I be just content with less, you know? What is the minimum that I need to survive? It's like, I just want a mountain bike, a road bike, a couple of pairs of shoes, some nice clothes. It's like, I don't really need a lot. We don't need a lot to survive. It's like, sometimes I question, and it's like, why do we need all these things in life to survive, you know? It's like, I look at objects in my world, and it's like, I haven't used these things in months, years, and it's like, what purpose does this serve in my world? It's like, what do I really need this item for? I get a lot of satisfaction out of shedding these layers and getting rid of stuff. We're simple beings in a complex world. We overcomplicate things, that's for sure. We overcomplicate it. What do I need to survive? We used to drink champagne in the morning. Life is about experiences, not possessions. Waking up. Less is more. Less is more. We used to drink champagne in the morning. Inner peace and joy. Inner peace and joy. That's all I want in my life. What disturbs my peace? Let's do less of that. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. Oh yeah, I feel like I need to acknowledge myself in this moment and how proud I am of the person I've become and person that I am, and me simply being me is enough, and there doesn't need to be any more. I'm proud of me, I'm proud of my relationships, the people in my world, what I do with my life, how I serve my community. That's all I need be. I don't have to change the world. Me being at peace and being the best version of me is the best thing that I can do for myself and the world, and continually showing up for myself. I'm number one priority. Me being at peace and joy is all I need to do. And that's all that matters. Life is to be loved and enjoyed. What's the point in stressing and worrying? Feeling shit? I just want to ride bikes and have fun. Yeah.